Hi, everybody. Mayor Lou Manzo here with a quick follow-up on the voter guide that we put out last week. It sits on our township website homepage titled the 2020 General Election Information Guide. I want to just do everything we can to ensure that you're up to speed on everything that you need to do and what your options are. So let me start real quickly with a couple of updates. It's now been confirmed that we will have two voting locations, polling places in Harrison Township this year. They're different than in the past. One will be at Ewan Fire Hall, where districts 1 through 4 will vote, and one will be at the Harrison Township Elementary School, where districts 5 through 9 will vote. So yes, you can vote in person on Election Day, November 3rd. The details of that process and the classification of the provisional ballot and explanation of what a provisional ballot is and how it works, that's all on the voter guide on our website. So please look at that for a detailed response on that and how that works. Not going to get into that now, but the point is you can vote on Election Day. Two polling locations, Ewan Fire Hall, District 1 through 4, Harrison Township Elementary School, Districts 5 through 9. The main reason I wanted to talk to you personally today has to do with something that came in the mail at my house the other day. Our vote by mail ballot finally arrived, and I know they're landing in everybody's mailbox over these last couple of days, and you will probably have it going into the weekend. So I just want to walk through the process of actually completing and submitting this vote by mail ballot, since this will be the predominant source of ballots being submitted and cast this year. You get your envelope, you open it up, take out the context. There are four things, the contents, excuse me. There are four things in this envelope. One, and maybe the most important, is the actual ballot itself. You can see it looks pretty familiar, starting with the president all the way down to township committee. And you can see the little oval boxes next to each candidate's name. That is what you're going to have to fill in black or blue ink to cast your vote in each category in each election. So you will take your vote by mail ballot, and we'll get to filling that out in a second. The other items in the envelope are instructions from the county clerk. Again, a nice little brochure from the county clerk, Jim Hogan, detailed instruction on how to complete and submit your ballot. The center panel here literally has a very easy step-by-step process, 6 steps to completing your ballot, and you could literally just use that and walk through the process. The other two items are both envelopes. Inside the envelope you got 2 envelopes, one yellow, one green. The green envelope is the one that you will use to actually place your ballot into, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And the yellow envelope is where you place the green envelope inside to submit it. So let's walk through the process. Step 1, as it says right on the instructions, is to complete your ballot. So take that ballot, as I showed you earlier, make your decisions, fill in the oval blank completely, the oval circle next to each candidate's name, blue or black ink. Step number 2 is you take the green envelope. The green envelope has on the outside of it a certificate, as you can see, and it says in very, very bold letters, do not detach. You can see I've already signed mine, because step number 2 is to sign the green envelope on the red X and do not detach. Okay, that is very important, because that is the certification once the ballot arrives that you, the voter, has signed, and they will match your signature to the voting log, are submitting this ballot. Step number 3 is, after signing the green envelope, is to take your ballot, which is complete, double check it to make sure you've done it properly, put it inside of the green envelope. Ballot goes in the envelope. You then will seal the envelope, which is included in step number 3. You don't have to lick it. There's a tear off, it'll peel off, sticky, for you to seal it. I'm not ready yet because I haven't voted, but once you do that, you seal that envelope. Step number 4 is to take the green envelope and align your address name with the clear panel in the yellow envelope. So you insert your green envelope into your yellow envelope, ensuring that the address is visible, like so. You then peel off the sticky and seal this envelope. You now have a completed vote by mail ballot. It's done. It's good to go. So now, what does good to go mean? You can do and submit this one of four ways. All these ballots have to end up at the Board of Elections building in West Deptford. So the first and easiest way is you could just drive this to the Board of Elections building in West Deptford and drop it off. Hand deliver your ballot directly to the Board of Elections. The second way is it's a postage paid envelope. You could drop it in the mail, any mailbox at the post office, as long as it's postmarked by November 3rd, Election Day, and is received up to a week later, November 10th, it's a good ballot. Some people are a little skeptical and a little afraid of putting it in in U.S. mail, and so that's your decision. You have option one to go directly to the Board of Elections. Option two, if you don't want to choose to put it in the U.S. postal mail, you could then take this completed ballot and drop it in one of the 13 county drop boxes specifically for the vote by mail ballots. We have one right here in Harrison Township at our township building, right in the front of the building as you walk up the steps. It was put there about a week ago. You can go there 24 hours a day and drop your ballot into that drop box. It is then picked up by an official from the county and brought directly to the Board of Elections and held in a secure place until the time comes to open the ballot. So there is no post office or mail delivery involved with that. It's direct pickup from the county. There's a camera 24 hours a day videotaping that location in front of our building. So it ensures that we have a record of anyone that walks up and submits their ballot, should there ever be a question. And if you claim that you have submitted your ballot at that location, there's going to be a videotape of it. So again, these are all security measures to ensure that everybody's ballot, once cast, is received. And the fourth and final way that you can deliver this ballot is that on Election Day, November 3rd, you could walk into the polling place, Ewan Fire Hall or Harrison Township Elementary School, and turn in your ballot, hand deliver your ballot to a board worker who will then obviously have that securely delivered at the end of the day, along with all the other ballots being cast at that location or delivered at that location. The key to that last option is that that is the one time where you will be asked to show ID, because you can only deliver at a polling location your own ballot. You can't deliver anyone else's ballot, and it has to be you dropping it off. So ID will be required at the polling location to turn in your vote by mail ballot. And since we're talking about dropping ballots off, there is the possibility for someone else to either take your ballot to a post office, or take your ballot to the Board of Elections, or take your ballot to the county drop box and drop it off. Because technically, no one but you is supposed to handle this ballot. You complete it, you seal it, it's your ballot, and only you are supposed to deliver it. However, we recognize that in some cases, it's required for someone else to deliver this ballot, even if it's to deliver it to the post office. And technically, that should only be you. So what they have on the back of this yellow envelope is something called a bearer certification. You can sign as the bearer of this ballot. So if I was, say, going to deliver it for my mom, I would be the bearer, and I would sign as the bearer, and it would be obviously, known that I am then responsible for delivering this ballot. It's probably going to be pretty rare because most people are going to take care of it themselves, but I wanted to make you aware of that. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, go to our website. There's a detailed explanation of what I just verbally told you, in addition to everything procedurally that will happen on Election Day at the polling locations where you can, actually go and vote in person. So I hope you have a great weekend, and most importantly, be sure to vote. See you soon.